everyone, I'm Nimantha Baranasuriya. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Thermotune in Singapore, and we build AI-powered software to help dyeing and finishing plants reduce their fuel consumption and emissions as well. So if you look at dyeing finishing kind of plants, there's no real automated production and scheduling or planning work that's happening, and because of that, when the production goes into the factory floor, the operators don't really care about steam, so they just find free machines and start filling them up with the orders. But the problem with that is when many of these machines are uncoordinated, they create steam demand spikes, meaning many machines require steam at the same time, and that stresses the boiler and increases the boiler's fuel consumption and emissions as well. So with our AI-powered software, what we do is we automate the planning work and scheduling work for the production flow, and through that we keep the steam demand spikes as low as possible, which allows the boiler to operate at a very smooth pressure level, and that reduces the boiler's fuel consumption by about 10 to 20% and reduces emissions by 15 to 20% as well. So it's essentially we are providing an AI-based solution to improve the productivity and the fuel efficiency or the energy efficiency of the factory as well. So we realized the need for the product when we discussed with some of our partner factories in the beginning. We realized that there are big ERP solutions like SAP and similar solutions that handle the production planning thing. But when it comes to actually bringing the production plan into life in the production flow, there aren't a lot of solutions, and a lot of factories use Excel and very manual coordination work in the factory flow to produce these orders. But that is where a lot of these inefficiencies stem from. So when you identified that problem, we decided to first solve the production scheduling and the planning work using AI, and the added benefit of doing that is we can reduce the factory's energy consumption as well and help the factory be greener and reduce their costs too. Sure. So talking about AI, using AI in the textile industry, from our expertise, we are automating a lot of things that the people have been doing manually so far. So for example, if we talk about a dyeing plant, dyeing factories typically deal with like thousands of colors, and then there's like a person or a team that thinks about proper sequences of these colors to go into machines, because if they don't do it properly, they need to wash the machine. Like if they, for example, if they dye a darker color followed by a lighter color, they have to wash the machine, otherwise they'll be staining. And now imagine doing this across like thousands of different colors, across 50 to 100 machines. It's such a huge workload that like a 1 or 2 people team have to handle. So with AI, these kind of tasks become super simple. Like for example, in our scheduling engine, once it takes the production plan, it can slot these orders into machines in a matter of like 2 minutes, which takes a planning team about 3 to 4 hours to do. And we minimize the machine downtime, tank washers, the machine switches, and all these while keeping all these constraints in check. So these are the things that AI can enable in factories to help the factories become more productive. So the beauty of the technology is that we don't need any sensors or any hardware or new machines. That's why we say on our booth that you don't need any capex or machinery. What we only need is your production plan and the kind of temperature profiles that you need for these different orders. So with all that data, we can simplify basically the scheduling process and quantify how much steam is required, and then the proper sequencing of the different colors for the different machines. And yeah, these are the kind of data that we need. And also, of course, we need to understand how many machines are there, their capacities, their production loads, and things like that, which is like a one-time configurational data that we require. And once we have that data, we feed it into our AI models, and then we analyze your daily production plan against those data sets to come up with the best possible production schedule. So that's how the AI works. So ITMA in Singapore has been an amazing experience for us. This is the first time we are attending ITMA, and we managed to connect and network with many of the factories that are like all over the world. We met factories from India, Bangladesh, Southeast Asia, and all the way from Peru, Mexico as well. So these kind of this conference has given us the platform to network with all these different textile hubs in the world, and also we managed to connect with partners that are interested in decarbonization in the industry, and we managed to learn from them as well. So overall, it has been an amazing experience for us as a first-time exhibitor, and we look forward to exhibiting in ITMA in the years to come as well.